In celebrating 10 years of the Nintendo Wii U, I thought I would try my best to put back the Nintendo Wii U in its packaging and box. This is, I don't know if it would be considered complete in box. I think a few package wraps are missing and whatever, but I've had the Wii U since launch. I got it for Christmas in 2012 when I was 7 or 8, I don't remember. But this is not its original box. This is a box I got from a friend. I had the original one that had just Nintendo Land and the whole box was blue across the front. But I tried my best for the 10th anniversary to have a re-unboxing. So this box is the Mario and Luigi Deluxe set, which is not, I just put Nintendo Land back in here, so it's like what it would have been if you had bought it in 2012. So yeah. Here you have displays of the Nintendo Wii U. It's the deluxe model, so it would be 32 gigabytes. They sold the white models at launch too, which had 8 gigabytes, but they only sold those for a year or so before they were discontinued because 8 gigabytes is a ridiculously low amount of storage, and no one bought them. And I think they lowered the price after that too. On this side of the Wii U, we have basically the contents of the bundle you bought. So the 32 gigabyte system, the gamepad and stylus, the AC adapter, the gamepad charger, the official Nintendo HDMI cable, which is nice because most systems from this era didn't actually come with HDMI cables because they wanted you to spend more money. The sensor bar, the gamepad charging dock, the gamepad holster, which these are odd, the 2 stands to where you could flip the Wii U to be vertical like the Wii's stand, which as far as my knowledge, no one ever used. And the game that came with your bundle. Like I said, I originally, since I got it on launch day, I had the Nintendo Land one. This is just the only box I have my friend gave me, so good enough. On the other side, we basically just have promotions for like Miiverse and the Mii Maker, which Miiverse, we all know how that ended. We have the Nintendo eShop, Wii U Chat, which I don't think too many people use, but I remember using it a few times with friends. All the streaming services like Netflix, Amazon, YouTube, Hulu, and Nintendo's TV, which I honestly don't know much about that, and its internet browser. On the back, this is always amazing and I love about Wii U bundles, is every Wii U, and I just love this creativity that you don't really see anymore these days with just subtle things. Like every bundle had its own distinct design and take on the U logo from Wii U. So for this one, it was New Super Mario Bros. U, so it's all themed to that specific game. And I just love stuff like that. Companies don't like put in small efforts like that to make things like creative and fun. At the bottom, you just have like the serial code, the official Nintendo seal, and other stuff like that. The top just has the name of the system, the Nintendo logo, and which bundle it is, and its region, which this would be an NTSC model. So without further ado, let's get to the re-unboxing. Let's open it from this side. So we have 2 and 1, which we'll go ahead and take out 1 first. So 1, you have your game over here, which is Nintendo Land. This is my original copy. You can see all shows the mini games on the back, the gamepad on the front, because the gamepad is what they were mostly marketing throughout the entire launch of the Wii U. You have the disc, which I don't know what it is about these discs that are so durable, because these have so many scratches and they still work. The booklets and gaming manuals, which are extinct these days, and it's in full color. You don't see too much of that anymore. So that should go in front. Then you have stuff like Club Nintendo, which is also not a thing anymore. 10 years really do fly by. You have the electronic manual, other manuals in different languages. The operator's manual, which are usually never this big anymore. I believe the Switch one was literally just like a foldable 1 sheet of paper. Then you have this one, which is in full color and like 100 pages that everyone throws away. More packets in like different languages. Over here, you have the AC adapter, which is this big brick, which I tried my best to wrap it the way it was, and it's obviously not perfect. But this is Sir Chonk. This is the brick, which is still not as bad as like the Xbox One brick, but still hefty compared to the Switch's power adapter. Over here, you have the gamepad charger, which if you had the basic model, it didn't come with the dock, so you would just plug it into the top of the gamepad. But if you had the dock, you could plug it into that and set the gamepad to rest on it. Under here, under this flap, you have the plastic holster, which I have never used because it's a piece of plastic and it doesn't charge the gamepad. This one is the dock that actually charges it. So you plug it in back here. You can use the gamepad adapter and you plug it in back here. And the gamepad sits on this, which charges it. This is, which I don't have the original HDMI cable. It broke between 2012 and 2022. So this is just a generic HDMI cable that I put in so it would be complete, which I'm not going to take the time to take out. In here is the sensor bar, which I have 12 of these because I have a lot of different Wiis in my collection. I have like the base white one, the black one on its side, the blue one, the Wii Mini, the Canadian one, which was also released in the States, but rather uncommon. So that is number 1 finished. Bring back the box over here. This is the meat and potatoes, this is the system, and the gamepad. So I didn't have the wrapper for the gamepad, but it's fine. Excuse me, the console. This is the Nintendo Wii U system. It's a little scratched, as you can see, from age and childhood years not treating it so kindly. But here you have the logo right here, and the flap for SD cards for more storage and USB ports, sync button for Wiimotes, power button, eject. On the back you have the AC adapter, AV cables, HDMI, sensor bar, 2 more USB ports, and its external fan. There's also a fan on top here, Nintendo logo, and on the back you can see the serial number, which I'll show you because I don't care, because if you're going to try and redeem it on Club Nintendo, well, guess what? It doesn't work anymore. That is the Wii U system. And no Wii U works without its gamepad, literally. Which, I don't know what it was about these screens, but the gamepad screens were just a horrible quality. They were really low res, and like for some reason the color red, I remember Scott the Woz mentioned it in the video, but the color red just does not display well on this display. And a lot of the games have like later games like Splatoon. If you've ever played like the 2-player mode, the frame rate is really choppy when you play it on the gamepad, and I think it is with other games too. Funny enough, the original stylus, which I did not lose at all, you have the volume slider right here, the ZR and ZL triggers, the L and R triggers. You have an IR sensor because the Wii U gamepad could be used as a TV remote. You have the power button, plus start, A, B, Y, X, D-pad, which I do not like the D-pads on like the gamepad and the Pro Controller. It's just so mushy. I don't know why, but it's so much better on the Switch Pro Controllers. You have your analog sticks, which during E3 2011, they were like circle pads, like the 3DS and the 2DS, those types of stuff, which I'm glad they changed it. They also pushed down as their own buttons, and it was touchscreen, but didn't really work well with your fingers, and that's what the stylus is for. You've got the charger up top, in case you lose the dock, and a headphone cable, and that is it for the unboxing.